Okay, round 3 of the DRSL was at the Nürburgring win. Features GT Sports N400 class. Alex was on pole and got a good start. He's been chased down by who was the new boy at this time, Hydro Type R, with Dezo in 3rd place fighting off F1. Alex sprinted out ahead, and Hydro Type R was in the only BMW. The rest of the field was pretty tight for the first lap, with New Jogger and Gadget fighting it for 5th and 6th, followed by V8 Muller and the rest of the field. Eventually F1 found a way past Tesla to 3rd place, which he kept for the rest of the race. Hydro Type R was soon back on the gearbox of Alex by the end of lap 1. A battle would go on for the rest of the race, as Alex shows his drifting skills coming round the corner. BMW is a slower car. It would have been interesting to see what Hydro would have done if he had taken the push. Hydro Type R pitted a lap earlier than Alex to try and get the undercut. Alex managed to put in a good out lap and maintain the lead. Eventually the race would finish with Alex first, Hydro Type R second, and Desla third. F1 SSD and New Jogger came 4th and 5th, with Gadget coming in 6th. Round 4 was Dragon's Tales Gardens 2 with a Honda RC213V. Fun car to drive. F1 SSD was on pole, Mato Humberry was 2nd and Fat Jack 3rd. As we watched the start of the race, F1 pulled off quickly from the line and never looked back. A tight battle for the 2nd, 4th and 5th soon started in the first lap as the drivers were bunched together. Mato Humberry running wide, which cost him eventually later in the race. Fat Jack had a good start, didn't manage to keep it consistently. His V8 moved himself up to 2nd, but that didn't last. Eventually Locus and Bullet were in 2nd and 3rd, and Gadget 4th. As Bullet moved past Gadget there for 4th position, By that time F1 was still in the lead with Locus in second and Mongino in third. Locus went wide coming through the long left hand corner complex, and Mongino took the second position. Later on Locus lost his third to Gadget as he went wide coming into the last turn. The race was finished with F1 first, Mongino second and Gadget third. Round 5 was on top of us in mini VGTs. F1 again was on pole position, followed by Alex and Mongino, and Deza had to look for the 30-minute race around the Typhoon top of the circuit. Overtaking was difficult, and Muller's race was ended in a first corner incident. Mongino had a great start and managed to get up the inside of Alex, and to move himself up to second. And Deza fourth, Newjogger fifth, and Gadget sixth as they went through the first into second to two in the first lap. Firstly, Deza run wide, and then on re-entering the track had another entanglement and dropped down the order. Alex on lap 5 managed eventually to get past Mongino and move up to second place, but it was too late to catch F1 SSD, who took a large lead. Most of the drivers pitted on lap 8, but Gadget stayed out to take a lead and try the overcut and see if we could gain any positions, along with Bullet, who was running racing medium tyres. Eventually F1 SD, after fresh tyres, got up to Bullet, and took himself nearly half of that to get past. Bullet then acted as one of the best defensive drivers in the driver's room, then acted as a cork in a bottle, and a 4-car stock car race developed with some touring car overtows and some brilliant door-to-door racing. Mongino would emerge as the winner of this small battle. Unfortunately, couldn't put any distance between him and Bullet and take advantage of it. Eventually Bullet would pit. Mongino, Alex and Deza would fight for the second, third and fourth for the finish. Eventually Alex would find a way past Mongino coming down into turn 1 and take second position. Mongino later lost out to Deza, and F1 followed by Awesome Alex and Deza were the top 3 at the top of this. Next it was the Ford Raptors at Alsace, my French still isn't very good. F1 SSD was on pole, his lights out, and away everybody got. Hydro Type R moved it to second, and Alex is usually good with N-class cars, was overtaken by Desla as everybody went through the first corner pretty cleanly, which you expect because these things are not overly fast. F1 and Hydro Type R would eventually start breaking away from the pack. Desla spun under braking and then hit somebody and re-entering the track, which cost him a load of positions, and that was the last the leaders saw of anybody else. Lap 4 and they're still coming into lap 5 and they're still fighting. Hydro Type R and F1 SSD. Lap 7 and Hydro Type R gets ahead of F1 SSD in the pits, which set up a frantic lap as F1 SSD fought to find his way through. Not an easy task in the same car, but eventually he will manage to get up on the inside. By the long left hand banked corner and retake the lead. More close racing followed, with F1 going deep into the same corner which took Desla. This allowed Hydro Type R to move back into first position. And who eventually win the race, with Hydro Type R first, F1 second and Alex third.